Hey everybody, welcome back to the homestead. We are filing chain today. We've been out working, clearing, and doing some different stuff. So we've started on putting trails in around the property so we can start putting fence up here pretty soon. Uh, but we've been running saw today, and we got to do some chain filing. And we're doing a review over a tool that I really like, and it's this Stihl file guide, or whatever you want to call it. And I tell you what, it is about the handiest thing they've ever made. Used to, when you got to go file a chain or something like that, I don't know, I think I've even took all my hand files out of in here. Let me look. You know, here's one, not the right size, but it's one for another saw. So you'd have to take, you'd have to come in here and you'd have to maintain a uh, proper angle and all that stuff. And then after you get that stuff done, then you got to come back and then you got to sit there and use this tool to check the height of your depth gauges and all that. You know how that stuff is. And I've always hated using one of these depth gauge tools. I mean, I just think they're absolute junk. The file that comes with it is an excellent tool. The Stihl file that they got. But this thing I mean, it has just made a world of difference when it comes to working with chain. So generally, how we do it is you got this yellow piece, you got your yellow link here, and this shows that this is a not a safety chain. Uh, Here's our safety chain. We use that, I don't know, it's kind of just a chain for, I don't know, for if I'm working around like I'm doing right now. See, there's old fence and different things like that. And I'll use this chain around stuff like that because I don't want to sit there and ruin this full chisel chain, I guess is what you would call it. So, but sometimes the yellow on that link will wear off, so we'll take Sharpie, and then we just color the top of one of them teeth, and then that's something I really like about this tool also. Hold on here, let me get her set up right there. We go. One-handed, just, and it does. It just puts an amazing edge on it. I mean, it brings the chain just back to life. Always count the number of strokes that you do on each side. Make sure everything's equal. We got the bar off the saw right now. It'd make it easier having it on the saw to have it where it would you'd have the chain break. I always like having it on the saw when I'm filing. But we took the bar off because we're going to dress this bar up a little bit. We've been running it. On your bar, you don't want to. And I try to do this every day after I've used saw. That way, when I come in here, I ain't got to worry about it. Just grab the thing and go to work. That's how it should be. Oh, we jumped off the tip up here. And this other thing I like about it, all I got to do is flip this thing over. And now, I'm dragging it towards me and I'm filing the other side. We get this finished up. That's a good thing about this thing. It's got this file here, this square file, and it files down your breaker, depth gauge, whatever you want to call it, all at the same time. And then lock the vise down there a little bit better. Then, I mean, it saves you so much time. And it works so good out in the field. Trying to dress your saw up out there. But I try to file it down, I don't know, generally about every time I bring it in. Oh. Normally I can whip one of these out pretty quick, but I don't know, I guess I'm nervous because you all is watching or something. Well, there we go. That one there's out. And I mean, it makes them things sharp now. I mean, that's hard to beat. Anyways, we'll take that off for now. And we'll just hang this up right here. We don't want it getting all kinked up. Now we'll come to our saw, or our bar. We'll address it. This is a fairly new bar, ain't in bad shape. What we generally do is, well, first off, what I generally do is, you take this screwdriver or whatever, and anything that gets down inside there, you need to try and any of your sawdust and stuff like that, dirt, whatever, you need to try and get that out. If there's a bunch of it. And then we'll take this and we just go down the side of her bar, because they'll eventually, with the chain running on there, you'll start to get a lip on there. So just come down through here, dress this bar up. And it don't take a lot. You ain't gotta take a lot off. It just, you don't want to feel any ledge, I guess would be the term, on that bar. And every once in a while, we try to flip our bar so that we're not always, because you'll end up cutting. So like with this is, you end up cutting, well, when you're cutting, you put all the pressure in one spot when you're really biting into a piece of wood, and it wears the bar out in one spot. So we try to flip a bar every once in a while to, see, right there we got pretty decent little ledge on there. But it just keeps you, just allows you to put the wear on your bar evenly, and then it extends the life of your bar a lot. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Then take, man, there's the tires. Apologize, this place is a mess. Been having a lot going on here. You just want to take an air nozzle, let that build up all the pressure. Just run it down to there. See, look at all that gunk just came up out of that bar right there. All that sawdust. You definitely got your oiler ports back here on your bar. Let's see here. You got one right here, and then you got one on the other side of your bar. That's where your oil gets for your chain. You you want to just keep that channel cleaned out. Flip it over, do the same thing on the other side. All kinds of gunk and dirt, sawdust coming out of there. That's really what we do when we're trying to dress our bar out. Anyways, that's pretty well done. And, you know, it's always good. Boy, I got a mess going on in here. It's always good, you know. You see how dirty this has gotten. Take your compressed air. I generally try out in the field. I keep a brush with me. And if you really want to get technical with it, you can soak it in some gasoline. And just try and keep that all cleaned up. And then, you know, we generally like to, every once in a while, we'll take just a pan of gasoline and soak your chains in it. Because it really helps your chains out, getting all that gunk and everything out of them. And extends the life of them. Yep, just clean all that up, you know. And, I mean, you see how bad your saw gets. Need to keep that cleaned up. And also, pop the top on it and do some air filter. Check your air filter every once in a while. Make sure it's blowed out real good. But no, we just want to touch base with you and show you kind of what we got going on. And we hope you all have a blessed day and just be safe out there.